So what could the revelation of the loan mean for the campaigns? With us now in our Newark Bureau is Republican State Committee Chairman Jay Webber, and in our Trenton newsroom, Democratic Mercer County Executive Brian Hughes. Thank you both for coming in. Thank you. Jay, let's start with you. How much damage does this do to the Christie campaign, if any?
I don't think it does any damage, Jim. This is a sideshow, I think, cooked up by the Corzine campaign. It's an oversight that Chris admits. At the end of the day, it was a candidate for U.S. attorney helping a friend whose husband had lost her job. What the people of New Jersey want to hear, what John Corzine and Chris Christie plan to do on creating jobs, cutting taxes, and making New Jersey more affordable again. That's what Chris Christie's focused on talking about. And the governor wants to distract and talk about anything but. So at the end of the day, I don't think this story amounts to anything in the campaign.
Well, let me just follow up on that, because you said it's the Corzine campaign, and in fact it was our own Zachary Fink through his own research that discovered this. And the reporters are asking the questions today. So not necessarily the campaign. So is this because Mr. Christie, of course, was you know, the ethics champion, and people should do these sorts of documents and fill them out as they should, and he didn't.
Right. Well, you just ran a 4 or 5 minute piece on how the governor is pushing this story, and the governor's the last person who should be pushing stories about loans to staffers. He's made many loans to staffers, at least one of which we know didn't make it to his personal financial disclosure form. And look, an ethics champion like Chris Christie does the right thing when he makes a mistake. When he makes a mistake, he says it. He'll correct it and move on. And there's really no story. With the problem you get, I think, with public officials when they make a mistake, they try to cover it up, backfill, and hide it. This was a loan that was filed with the county clerk in Morris. I mean, this was about as transparent as you can get. Chris forgot to put it on his disclosure forms. That's not an issue in the campaign that's going to amount to anything.
All right. Well, let's hear from Brian Hughes. Brian, the Mercer County Executive, a Democrat. What do you think, Brian?
Well, I think it does make impact on the campaign. Not only has he been an ethics champion, but he's been someone who says his attention to detail is one of the things he praises about himself during the campaign. And I think those combined make this a real story about how he can move forward, talking about New Jersey and talking about the economy of New Jersey and the detail of where to take New Jersey if he can't fill out these forms correctly. I've been filling out these forms for at least 12 years. They are not difficult. And I have been asking for hatch relief since 1992 as an employee of the Treasury Department, New Jersey Treasury Department. So these are not difficult things to do, and I think that as U.S. Attorney, you should know that this is an important aspect of running your office and running your personal business.
And Brian, how will this, we heard Jay Webber say that the Corzine campaign is trying to make hay of this. In fact, Phil Gregory of NJN Radio spoke with Peter Woolley of Fairleigh Dickinson Poll today, who told him this is going to be a gift. This is a gift for the Corzine campaign. They're going to say, look at this man who hasn't met all the ethics requirements, and yet he has attacked Corzine on ethics. Does this mean any strategy change for the Corzine campaign?
I think the Corzine campaign keeps moving forward with a positive agenda about where to take New Jersey and what the type of things Governor Corzine has done for the state of New Jersey through very tough times. And I think it will make a difference in the aspect of this attention to detail and ethics charge of U.S. Attorney Christie.
And Jay Webber, there are those who talk about a U.S. attorney or an attorney general should not be in the political business because there's a danger there for someone to have political aspirations. Now you've got a personal financial relationship between the #2 in the U.S. Attorney's office. You have Chris Christie talking to Karl Rove when he was in the White House several years ago. Do you see any problems there with those ties?
Not at all, Jim. I mean, I think at the end of the day, this story is going to boil down to the real difference between Chris Christie and John Corzine in this respect anyway. Chris Christie has a coworker whose husband loses his job, who needs to get a loan to cover a couple of expenses. Chris makes that loan and considers it a favor. John Corzine sees that situation and sees an income opportunity and sees a political opportunity, even worse, in the middle of a campaign year. Look, I respect Brian, but John Corzine's talking about anything but a positive vision for the state of New Jersey.
But she is still there, Jay, and she is the number 2. And you know that the Democrats had been saying prior to this Corruption Thursday bust of July 23rd, for example, that Chris Christie had a tip-off on that one. That's why he named Kim Guadagno lieutenant governor earlier that week, Monmouth sheriff, former prosecutor, and that there could be a pipeline to that office still open to him. And here's a financial relationship, a very close friendship that he's talking about. Does that lend any credence to that, or should people's antenna be up, or should they just discount that?
No, as a matter of fact, I think your report said that there was no law against what Chris did, and you know, the folks who want to try to throw anything on the wall, see if it'll stick in the middle of a campaign, better come forward with some facts, because the Democrats are starting to make some serious allegations about misconduct in high places, and they have no facts to back it up. All they have are inferences that they want you and other people to draw, and that's not going to cut it.
Let's hear from Brian.
Well, I don't think this is throwing Jello up against the wall. This is connecting the dots. Chris Christie raised money for George Bush. George Bush appoints Chris Christie U.S. Attorney. U.S. Attorney talks to Karl Rove. All of this done as a plan, and then Chris Christie runs for governor. I think that this is not a plan, but there's a lot of connecting the dots here that people should be aware of and think about.
Let me ask Jay Webber one last question. That's all we have time for. 3 weeks ago, as you know, Jay, or thereabouts, people were talking about the possibility of switching out John Corzine because of his low poll numbers. I'm gathering from what you're saying here that you don't think there would even be a remote possibility of a switch out of Mr. Christie.
No, Jim, frankly, that prospect is laughable. This issue is a minor bump in the road for Chris. He's going to address the issue and move on and talking about a better, brighter future for New Jersey. There is no chance that Chris will back out of this race because of this issue.
All right. Jay Webber, Republican State Committee Chair. Brian Hughes, Mercer County Executive. Jay, the Republican. Brian, the Democrat. Thank you both for coming in. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.